Well, hey everybody, welcome back to Ridge with Grandpa. It's Saturday afternoon, the 1st of November. Welcome to fall. This weekend we set our clocks back an hour, so that means instead of me getting up at 5:30, I'm actually getting up at 4:30. Uh, the sun will be up earlier, but it'll go down. I'm totally confused. I don't know. Can't we just put everything on one time? Like when the sun comes up, it's this time. When it goes down, it's that time all the year. Life's too confusing to deal with this. Well, I hope you all are having a great weekend. I am getting much closer to retirement. 15 working days left. So I'll be sitting at home in the garage with the girl on Thanksgiving instead of dealing with work issues. Hallelujah. Look, I hope y'all are having a good weekend that you got through the week. Good Lord, look at the pine straw. Uh, we're going to kind of give you an overview of my fast track ideas and hopefully what we're going to get done sooner than later. Yeah, well, we'll see. But anyway, let me give you this little quick update because I'm not sure if I'll get to do anything impressive tomorrow other than laundry, maybe pet the dog, oh, take out the trash and, that sort of thing. But anyway, hope you guys will stay tuned. If you're not subscribed or any of that, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting. Come on, guys. I could use some really constructive comments, like, I don't know, just whatever. But anyway, let's see where we're at, as it is. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so we pulled the drive shaft out earlier because we found out that it was a mess. It was scraping up against the emergency brake cable and tearing everything up. And so I took it back out and have given her some TLC to bring her back so she looks new as new for a 60-year-old drive shaft. But she's good now. She's all pretty. We've been kind of blessed today. Somewhat lower humidity after some rains and everything earlier in the week. Cool temperatures. I think the high only got up to maybe 63, 64 degrees, but I had some good early and mid-afternoon sunlight, so I was able to get out here and do this. I'm letting her sit a little bit longer. The pain is pretty much cured enough to where I could move her without fingerprints, but I'm gonna let her sit out here a little bit longer before I bring her back in the garage. Right before I put the bucket of feed out for the deer, because with the weather, the deer preserve buffet has been closed for the last couple of days, and I'm sure they're ready for it to reopen. So we'll do that after a while. Okay, so let me show you this. All the Plymouth lettering is off, and there's blue tape. What's going on, Grandpa? Well, I've alluded to this in the past in other videos, but I'm ordering the stripe kit. It's not a stripe. Well, it's a bulk strip roll, a couple of them, so that I'll have enough vinyl, 12-inch wide, shiny black striping. And this is the envisionment I've had for a while, as you will see in my past videos, but I'm going to go ahead and get everything in place to go ahead and get it done. So that come spring, pretty much everything that I want to have ready will be there, including the stripes, the exhaust system. We're real close on getting the front suspension done. Hopefully tomorrow we can spend more time on that. But I just want to give you guys a look at this. So, now, keep in mind, this car was originally silver. And I have no idea if it had the factory striping. I don't think it did. Somewhere in the early 70s, a second owner repainted the car what I'm going to call bumblebee yellow and put the striping on it. It's factory correct striping, but it was done in a spray process. They actually did a pretty good job. This paint is in incredible condition considering how old it probably is. But, get you focused in here a little bit. It's not perfect. I mean, you know, it's got some rough spots in it, one thing or another. But all in all, I mean, it was done pretty well. But the thing is, it was done at the same time as the rest of the paint. So it's all smooth. Now, as much as I would like to be able to come in here and, you know, get that all prepped and reshoot it with, basically this is one stage enamel acrylic, no clear coat. That would be extremely expensive and way beyond my budget. And honestly, not necessarily, because look, it's in great shape. So I can put the vinyl big strip over it and it's still going to be there. So if the other strip comes off at a much later date with another owner, they'll still have that to work with. So, but the whole intention is that by going with a 12-inch wide stripe either side, all the way up and over the front, it's going to give this a much wider stance appearance. And, you know, that's cool. That's, you know, trying to do something different with her so she just doesn't look like any other of the few 66 Kudus you see, if you see one ever anyway. Going along with that same theme, we're looking at the possibility of doing this lower area here and there and back there with the same black stripe accent. Leave as much chrome. We're going to do the chrome wheel wells. We've got those. We're going to rehab the lower rocker arm chrome. Leave all that. I think the accent of the black, chrome, and yellow all together will make this car really spark. I mean, not spark, but pop. Whatever. So, that's going on. I say getting that prepped, pulled the old lettering off the back. Those poor badge letters for Plymouth were in sad shape. Some of them got broken posts. Most of them are missing both of the, I think it's 5/16 little lock screw washer, whatever you call those things on there. But I got them all off and I'll make them work. My idea is to go in there and get them all cleaned up, and that center section, which was originally black, I'm going to do in yellow because they're going to be on top of that black stripe. I think that'll really set it off that much more. So that's what's going on there, and I'm not sure if I can get you under here, but we're going to try. Because Most of what I've been doing lately has been spelunking, for those of you who may know the term, or it's probably more realistically called an archaeological dig. Please bear with me. I'm trying to get on a creeper without crashing and burning, so that I can show you. Ow! Ugh. Ow! Don't like run over your hand with your creeper. Alright, let's see if I can plug in some juice here so you can see what the heck we're looking at, because I'm not even sure what we're looking at here. Get down here and get a hold of the necessary power source. Get it plugged in. Yeah. My wife would probably appreciate that happening. I think I have a life insurance policy. So it looks pretty good under here right now. Earlier today, I was doing a little shop cleanup, and I took about, I don't know, 6 to 8 pounds of crud that I've been scraping off the underside of this car out and put in the trash. Properly disposed of course. But as you can see, I mean, for the most part, I mean, she's not perfect. God, what 60-year-old car is, unless it's been sitting in a museum for 60 years. And they're not perfect either. But been working on trying to get as much of the crap, and that's basically what it is this car through its ownership cycles and the thoughts and ideas of those who had her, there was a lot of I don't know what to call it, less than professional, or let's just say this. When you put a rattle can undercoating on top of existing dirt, grease, and everything else, and it looks good for a while, but down the road, when somebody really wants to do it right, has to come back like I'm trying to do, it's a damn nightmare. But it may have kept all of this from being destroyed by the elements, because it's still all solid steel. It's just got a lot of crap on the outside of it that I'm trying to get off. Now, this car's still on jack stands in my garage. Not really in a position to do like any kind of bead blasting or any of that. I would love to ice blast this thing, and that is my intention. If I can find one locally that's affordable, once we get her out of here and out to Jerry's and up on a lift. If we get it out of the lift, I get out there with my pressure washer and probably take care of most of this that I want to, so that we can do a full restoration, you know, put some stuff on all this to make it pretty and protected and not looking like that. Oh my God. I have been hand scraping most all of this. And, you know, I've still got a lot of ways to go. But I'll tell you what, probably the best tool that I have for dealing with all of this is one that you would not expect at all. This right here. This is a tile and linoleum knife that you would use for flooring. But because of the various blade surfaces available on it, it does a dang good job for a lot of this kind of archaeological clean work. So if you don't have one of these in your shop or in your toolbox, you might want to consider it. They're not that expensive. Oh, $3, $4, $5, who knows? I've got 2 or 3 of them around here, and I use them all the time. All right, so that's where that's at. The front suspicion, yeah, it is a suspicious activity. No, the suspension up here, I haven't done much with. I've got to finish getting the bushings worked out so I can get the upper A-frame back on that side. Once that's in, then everything else comes together. And that's probably where my focus will be tomorrow, on the front suspension. Because I've been putting all my attention back here for the last couple of days because it was easy and accessible. But we'll be doing more soon. So thanks for stopping by. Please consider subscribing. Look, guys, I'm not even monetized. I don't have 900 subscribers. Would love to have some of you guys, sign on. I'm not going to hit you up for GoFundMe accounts or anything like that. But your subscribership gives me encouragement to go on. I know it's kind of a hokey video. It's not professional. I don't have GoPro and editing and all that. But I'm humble. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful week. See you soon. Bye-bye.